I have a couple of questions about more contemporary issues before I wrap this interview up. I'm sure you've been asked this a lot. We've seen a number of different Grand Slam champions in the women's game in recent years, and somehow there is a perception or a belief that the state of the game is unhealthy because there aren't rivalries or there aren't players that are dominating the game over extended periods of time. Do you agree with that, or do you see this as the most exciting state of women's tennis?
You know, that's a really good question. I think because every week a tournament comes and you don't know who's going to win that tournament. So it could make it, you know, definitely a lot more interesting to think like, okay, well, who's it going to be this week? Is it going to be Barty? Is it going to be Osaka? Is it going to be Halep? Is it going to be, you know, Andreescu? I mean, who's it going to be? You just don't know. And I think people like to have someone that they can kind of hold on to or to cheer for, or someone that's dominating, or rivalries, you know. And I think that that's probably missing in women's tennis right now, is we don't have someone who's dominating. There was Serena, who was dominating, and now she's not dominating as much since she's been married and had a baby and trying to come back and reach her top level again. We don't have a rivalry right now, but I think that's going to come. I don't know who it's going to be, and I don't know when, but there's definitely the potential for that. And you know, we've got a lot of really great players. They're young, and they haven't been able to be consistent yet once they've reached success. You know, and I know what that's like, because once you win a Grand Slam tournament, your whole life changes, and then there's so much more expectation and attention and media and demands in your life off the court than there was before, and so there's a time of adaptation. And perhaps that is all worse now in the social media age? Well, and it's amplified even more now, of course, with all the social media and everything that's going on. So it's a lot to have to handle and to cope with and to deal with. So there's that time of adaptation, and then we'll see down the road who's going to be the one who's going to dominate, or who's going to, you know, those rivalries, and we've got the potential for that in the future.